Mayor. I wanted to spend my pop-off time just thanking you for your partnership and for championing, many of the projects in District B. We have been incredibly blessed to have you as a leader. Your administration, since I've got in office, but your administration has invested more in District B. There's been more resources in District B than any administration. And so I just want to highlight a few of my priorities. When I came in office, my priorities was jobs and economic development, tackling flooding, public safety, illegal dumping. And so just wanted to point out some of the successes I have over the years since I've been in office, since 2021. Under your administration, we've been able to steer more than $500,000 in workforce development, and these are dollars that went to the Be Successful initiative within District B, $500,000 for our Credible Messenger initiative. We just voted on that a few months ago, where it went to Collective Action for Youth to work with at-risk youth and young men and women. It secured additional days and hours at the city trash depositories. Over $18 million allocated to tackle illegal dumping. Flooding was a big issue and priority within District B. We submitted a total of 14 stormwater action team projects. 8 of our projects have been completed, an estimated cost of $3.3 million. An additional $20 million to the local drainage project, which was actually used to reverse this 20-old ditch maintenance ordinance. I want to give you a shout out for that. We saved the demolition of the Tidwell Pool, thanks to you and State Representative Sophronia Thomas. Now we're going to have a year-round pool. Bethune Academy, making sure that there's opportunities for young men and women who are looking for whether to get into business or and looking for work. So, these are just 8 points. I can go on and on about the accomplishments with District B, but just want to thank you, just for your ear and your open door policy and just doing everything that you can do to make sure that neighborhoods that have been left behind for so long get the services and the resources they need. So just thank you for your leadership and your administration. It's been a blessing. So thank you, Mayor.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Councilman Pollard.
Thank you, Mayor. These last 4 years have been rewarding. They've been challenging. Never did I think we would get elected and then jump into a pandemic a few months later. But I want to thank you all for your service, for your friendship, for the relationships that we've built, the memories and the time that we had. To all the outgoing council members, I'm going to miss you all. I hope that we can still find ways to collaborate and engage one another. I've learned a lot from each of you. I think the thing I love most about this council compared to a lot of other major cities is we're a smaller council, and we all have our own perspectives and our own mindsets, and I think that differing of thought pushes us professionally and personally. So I've grown a lot in the last 4 years. I've grown as a leader and grown as a servant, and many of that is because of each one of you all. So I want to thank you. I want to thank your staffs for the engagement with my staff. Mayor, I want to thank your staff and the entire administration, all the directors, everyone that plays a role in keeping this city moving every single day. It will be different with a new crew. I am excited about the future and where we're going because the things that we've put in place in the past. And so to each and every one of you all, I want to say thank you. I appreciate you and I value. To Mayor Turner, it has been an honor to serve with you. I've learned a lot from you. We have not always agreed on everything, but I appreciate everything that you do. The thing I think I admire most is you never stop. You keep going no matter what the circumstances are. Your stamina is never outmatched. And so I put together a video that they're going to play just for you really quick.
Wow.
To my mayor, the first memory I have of being civically active is standing outside the George R. Brown Convention Center as a young 7-year-old boy in 1991, passing out your campaign buttons for your first mayoral run. I did not fully grasp the gravity of the moment of you running to be the first black mayor of our city. But what I do recall is seeing how many people were excited to support you and thinking, wow, this guy must be really important. From then on, I followed you and you allowed me to have a front row seat to your journey. From your time in the state legislature to helping me get my first legal internship, to encouraging me to become an alpha. You have continuously opened doors and provided me a roadmap to follow. That roadmap has led me to City Hall, being able to serve alongside you to represent the 4th largest city in America. As I am currently the only black male on council, you were there as a mentor and as an inspiration of what I can aspire to. Throughout my entire first term, I have leaned on you for professional and personal advice, and you have always made time for me to be a priority in your life. We've shared many moments and many long conversations. Sometimes those conversations were just me listening and learning. And although we did not always agree on everything, I've always respected you and always will. I wish you all the best in your next endeavors, and I know I will lean on you even more so that my political journey will have a chance to be as exceptional and rewarding as yours. Moving forward, please reflect on how much you have positively impacted me and many others. Not only are you my mayor, you are my friend, and I hope you take some time to rest, and may God bless you in all that you do. You up. You up.
Councilmember Shabazz.
I just need you to call my name.
Church Secretary.
Councilmember Shabazz.
Thank you, Mayor. I might need a little tissue. I'm going to quickly run through these events. The Manson Place groundbreaking ceremony in 3rd Ward was very, very significant. It's going to actually give low-income parents the opportunity to have a safe and stable environment while they pursue their academic pursuits, and that's going to be key. Also, we had the holiday fixings, food distribution in Sunnyside. That was very, very well attended. We were able to give items to 300 people. And I would start thanking a lot of people, but I don't want to use my time up. So I want to thank you, Mayor. As you chair your final council meeting, I am filled with profound respect and gratitude. And working alongside you has been an honor of my tenure. Your leadership has been marked by a deep commitment to the welfare and growth of our city, particularly in championing the causes and needs of District D. Under your guidance, we have seen transformative developments and significant progress in our community, and your ability to navigate challenges with grace and effectiveness has been an inspiration to us all. The legacy you leave behind is one of resilience, innovation, and an unwavering dedication to public service. So I want to make sure that I thank you, Mayor, and thank all of the staff and city employees, and certainly my staff, Stephen, Corey, Ingram, and Tucker, for their unwavering commitment. And Mayor, I tried to upstage you today, but you came in that red jacket. And so I guess you look better than I do today. Anyway, wear your hat, Mayor, and wear it proudly. You have done a tremendous service to the city of Houston, and I personally thank you.
Thank you very much. Councilmember Huffman.
As the newest member on City Council, I really enjoyed getting to know and work with all of you. This has been an incredible experience, and Mayor, I've especially loved getting to know you. I don't think I've met anyone that loves the city of Houston more than you do, and I don't think there ever will be anyone that loves the city of Houston as much as you do. So thank you so much. I know this is a sacrifice. It's a service that, all of you do. So thank you so much.
Very much. Thank you. Councilman Cisneros.
I'd like to begin by thanking the constituents of District 8 for giving me the opportunity to do this. It's amazing how quickly 8 years can just fly by, and it's been such an honor to be here, and it's been really satisfying to have this opportunity to work with all of you, to get to know all of you, and to really come to appreciate your strengths and your passion. Mayor, you have been amazing. I've really tried to look to you for inspiration and how to be an effective public official, because I've never seen anyone like you, and to be so committed always, and to the stamina you have and the passion you have, and I've already told you. I mean, I think your sense of humor is a very effective tool for you too. Your singing is not, but I'm so grateful to have had this opportunity, and working with your administrators, but I especially want to give a big thank you to my staff. You all may argue with me about this, but I really, truly believe in my heart that I have the very best staff. And I'm sure you may feel that way yourself about your own, but they've become family to me, and I'm going to miss them. They're hardworking and smart, and it's been such a pleasure because and they have really carried the work, and I appreciate them. One of the things that I came to council for was an advocacy of children. There's so many things that's part of this job. It's so broad and it touches so many different kinds of things. But for me, what I brought to it that was a little bit different was really centered on helping advance children, especially those who have the least. And I'm excited that we've been able to raise, the awareness about, what children need to be successful. Mayor, thank you for allowing the formation of the Childhood and Youth Committee on Council that hadn't existed before. I just wanted really quickly to say what the four goals of that committee is. I really hope that will continue to be a committee in the next administration. I appreciate each of the council members who have also embraced, advocacy for children, and the departments that have done that too. Departments that you don't normally think of. I mean, everyone, automatically thinks of the library and the Parks Department and the Health Department, and of course the Mayor's Office of Education. But Public Works, the Housing Community Development Department, Human Resources, Solid Waste, Emergency Management, BARC, the Mayor's Office of Resiliency, Sustainability, Government Affairs, Administration and Regulatory Affairs, Trade and Foreign Affairs, the Legal Department, Police Department, Economic Development, Business Opportunity, Human Trafficking, Domestic Violence, HITS, the Chief Recovery Office, HTV, they have all played a big part in helping, shine a brighter light on the needs of children. And it's so important not to lose sight of that. There's so many things still to tackle that really need help. Affordable options for child care, that has a huge impact on our city, on parents being able to get back to work because they're stuck home trying to take care of their children. That affects what they're able to do in bringing money home and lifting our city. I didn't mean to talk so long. I did want to just to make the point about encouraging everyone to keep remembering children. Everyone says children are our future, and everyone believes that. But sometimes just having said that, it's not enough. You have to really to walk that talk. And it's easy to think that by saying that you're there with them, but they really need the muscle behind those words. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Cisneros. Vice Mayor Pro Tem Cassie.
Thank you, Mayor. Last Thursday, we had a wonderful demolition in District K. Y'all know how excited I was about the MAD code to finally go away in District K. Residents were extremely happy. They came out to celebrate with us as we demoed that property. I will tell you, we were very moved by, there were even residents that came, Mayor, and said that was the place that, as a young person, they knew that they could go to buy alcohol without a license. There were people there who said this was the place that my family members bought their drugs, and we're so happy to see it being knocked down. So we're excited that we are moving forward, and we have lots of positive things to look forward in that area. Adjacent to the MAD code that we knocked down is Simon Mention Park, which is one of the 50-50 parks. Mayor, your administration has done such an outstanding job. We'll unveil that park on on December 29th, so you are working till the last minute. So December the 29th at 3 p.m., we will have the unveiling of Mention Park, and I think it's going to be incredible for the residents who have strayed away from that park because of what was next to it. Right. And for us to be able to say we've knocked down the Madco and we are unveiling this new park has really transformed that West Fuquay area in District K. So we really appreciate it. We had the sneak peek of the Dr. Shannon Walker Neighborhood Library this weekend, y'all. It was incredible. The residents were clamoring for those doors to open so they could see all of the great offerings in this new library. Dr. Lawson and her team did an exceptional job. She did remind me that the Meyer Park, which Meyer and Frank libraries are being combined with this Dr. Shannon Walker, the Meyer Park Library is the most utilized library before Harvey for checking out resources. So the residents are extremely happy that they now will have a library to utilize in a couple of months when we have the grand opening. We will continue to work around Dr. Shannon Walker's schedule to try to get her to the grand opening. She has committed to doing an event for us in District K if she doesn't make it to the grand opening, but we're really trying to make sure we work around her schedule to have her there. Grateful that the NASA Johnson Space Center Director Vanessa Weich was there, and she introduced the video that we watched from Dr. Shannon Walker, and it was incredible. She was so excited about us naming the library after her. Many of you know she went to Johnston in District K. She went to Parker and to Westbury, and then to Rice, council member. And so we're very happy to have her participating with us. And then want to let people know I'm again partnering with Clear Channel Outdoor, Lee Vela, and Crime Stoppers in the Harris County DA's office. We've got billboards up that they call it celebratory gunfire. I call it deadly gunfire, because we've got to remind people to not shoot their guns in the air to celebrate holidays. It is deadly. 2 holidays ago, we had a resident in District K, a young person was hit by a bullet that was shot in the air. So we are asking people to celebrate responsibly and not shoot their guns into the air. And then finally, Mayor, and to the 6 outgoing council members, it has been an extreme honor to work alongside each of you. This time goes by fast, and people say government moves slow, but when we are talking about big projects and infrastructure, it takes time, and it moves slow. I appreciate what I've learned from each of these outgoing council members. Mayor, it has been great to work alongside you. You're strategic. I remember the very first meeting we had when I was elected in the special election, and we sat in your office and you said, what would you like to see done in District K, council member? And from that time, you have listened to the suggestions that we've brought forward to you. You've worked alongside us to push a lot of items forward, and we appreciate it. District K is better because you have served. All of you have served. And I look forward to getting to know the new council members and the new administration that will come forth. 4 years is going to go by fast, so we can continue to make Houston better every single day. Happy holidays to all of you.
Thank you. Councilmember Gallegos.
Thank you, Mayor. First of all, let me start off by thanking the mayor. It's been my pleasure working with you these past 8 years.
Thank you.
Improving not only District I, but the city of Houston, so thank you for everything. And to the constituents of District I, today was my last city council session as your District I city council member. I started my morning, like every morning, giving thanks to God for granting me this opportunity to serve these past 10 years, giving me the strength to stand up, speak out, and do the right thing. I'm proud of what we have been able to accomplish to improve the quality of life, not only for District I, but for our beautiful city too. I've had the honor of working with 2 mayors, Mayor Parker as well as Mayor Turner, and I want to thank you both for working with me to improve District I. I want to thank the former council members I worked with and my current colleagues here on City Council. We've gone through 7 federally declared disasters including a worldwide epidemic. But here we are, Houston strong. It has been an incredible experience, and I want to thank you all for taking this ride with me. I want to thank all the directors for working with me these past 10 years. And finally, I want to thank my incredible staff that's sitting at the front here. Former and current staff members who worked with me these past 10 years. Leah Olive Nishioka, Diana Munoz, Daniel Santamaria, Gloria Alvarez Rodriguez, Celia Valles, Mike Moreno, and Ken Olive. With your help, we were able to do some great things for our district and for our city. And of course, for my Director of Constituent Services, Councilmember-elect Joaquin Martinez, who has been with me from day one. And I wish him all the best as the next District I council member representing District I. I too want to thank James Dinkins, my campaign manager and treasurer, for his dedication and hard work. It has been an honor and a pleasure serving District I. I thank you for this opportunity. Today, I will walk out of the council chamber for the last time as a District I council member, but I am content to walk out proudly with my head up high, knowing that I have given and I have done my very best. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Councilmember Robinson.
Thank you, Mayor. And I think, Mayor, I know you're working right up to the last minute, and we've got council afternoon here. You're going to keep that chair warm right about up to the TTI committee meeting, because we've got transportation technology and infrastructure at 2 o'clock in the chamber this afternoon. So anyone that's still here, you just want to stay, get some lunch. It's going to be great. We've got an action-packed agenda, Mayor. And so that does have 5 items that I'd like to mention now. It's a presentation on the Federal Update website. Mayor, that's from Bill Kelly in your office. Thank you very much. Thanks to Bill ahead of time. We're going to hear from the Harris County Flood Control District with the Modeling Assessment and Awareness Project. That's the Map Next software. Beautiful and really interesting technology helping us predict storms, severe weather events, and its impact on our neighborhoods. The Houston Permitting Center, Sally. We're going to get a permit activity report from the HPW, and the permit center is going to be talked about. We're going to hear from the airport system, flight information display system, and maintenance and support from HAS. And finally, Mayor, we're going to get a maintenance and support services for smart restroom technology, little combination of technology and the airports. And who wouldn't want to end up the year in the bathrooms? I don't know. Well, that doesn't make sense. Anyway, that's today. And Mayor, this afternoon, I guess later today, 5:30, we're going to have a really wonderful event. You've heard me talk about it before. It's the preview of the Dr. James E. Key and Mrs. Betty W. Key map room in the Julia Edison library right across the street, and this is a special collection of Houston, Texas, and southern border maps from the beginning of time, frankly. And council members, you received an invitation to that yesterday, so please join me for that. I'm looking forward to saving whatever dollars I can from the balance of my time on the budget to put that aside, Mayor. So just a little preview. I think we've been doing good on an extremely lean staff at the At-Large 2 office. Thanks to my team, led by our very capable Chief of Staff, Diana Caicedo. Christina Camarillo is doing great in her support. The incredible Haller sisters, my former Chief of Staff, Karen, on a wonderful volunteer basis, and her sister Kim helping us out. I guess I'm going to take issue with you, Councilmember Cisneros. I think I've got the best team, but I know we all do. To your point, that's true. We all love our folks. And Mayor, I just want to take a moment to say not only all the great things that have been said about this council that we serve with, because it's incredible, but you're sitting next to someone right there in Marta Cornejo, who is absolutely incredible, and she has served for... She's served for a number of mayors and in so many administrations in that chair, and we know how valuable she is to you, Mayor. I'm looking for our city secretary. Ms. Pat Jefferson Daniel is probably in the back, and we love you too. I'm going to be sad not to hear her read the agenda every Wednesday morning next year, so I'm leaving that to you ladies who are usually here with me, our Vice Mayor Pro Tem and my chair from the Housing Committee, Councilmember Thomas. So with that, Mayor, I think that pretty much sums up what I'd like to say. We got to call out the HTV staff too, because they do such a great job. So with that, I want to think about one thing, because this last 4 years, as Councilmember Pollard did an excellent job describing, and as the only African American male on the council, we have served in such a fortunate time for the city of Houston. Obviously, the 7 federally declared disasters that you've talked about, but it is so significant that we've had a majority of women. And I think in 2 council members' cases, Councilmember Cisneros and Councilmember Kubash, their seats will change gender. A man is coming in where Councilmember Cisneros has sat, and a woman is coming in where Councilmember Kubash will sat, but we will maintain a 10-7 majority of women on council. And that is just a good thing for this city. And we've been blessed by your leadership, Mayor. We've been blessed by a very wonderfully strong and feminine council. And again, I am super grateful for that. So I think with that joyous happiness to all, Mayor, if I could, I'd like to leave you with one bit of scripture that I've been reading in Bible class recently, and this does come from the books assembled by the prophet we refer to as Isaiah, and it's the 4th verse, and it makes me think of you, because it's a short passage that says, "They shall build up the ancient ruins. They shall raise up the former devastations. They shall repair the ruined cities, the devastations of many generations." Mayor, and you're leaving this city in such better shape. You're leaving it for Ashley. You're leaving it for Alyssa. Thank you for all you've done.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Councilmember Thomas.
Thank you. I don't like change. I'm going to make this quick. I like what I like. But I recall when we had our first one-on-one when I was elected, and you appointed me to the Housing Committee. And my first thought was, what did I do to him? Like, why would he, what is going on? But what that was, it was an early sign, an early indication that you trusted the knowledge that I had, and you knew that I would be able to handle the amount of content and the detail of what's happening in our city. So I want to publicly thank you for that. I go hard for that housing department. And I think what your vision around affordability and making sure that people are housed and will be housed, generations will benefit from that beyond your tenure at City Hall, what the seeds that you have sown. So that's one. I also remember the time during George Floyd when the black council members were writing them letters, and you was tired of them letters. And I remember he said, if I see one more letter from them, I mean, he was upset. I was like, y'all, he really mad. That letter that hit the street. But even in the middle of our own tussles, right, and it forced us to be really deliberate about what was the best for Houston. Out of that, birth your task force, reforms, collaboration with the department, meaningful conversations, and again, generations will continue to benefit from that. And I want to thank you for demonstrating for the rest of the major cities on how it gets done in the city of Houston. I
also want to recall April 2020, you called me 2 days and you said, listen, I have 2,000 masks. Can you flip them? And I said, well, I guess I can. And all the way on the west side, we had one of the first mass distribution drives where we served hundreds of individuals that were in line for hours.
I remember that.
That was a pivotal time because at first my first thought was, okay, so we're really about to get some action on the west side. I don't have to do this on my own because you already had the district on your radar, which I deeply appreciate. I know you have heard and will continue to hear until January 1st to December 31. Thank you, Mayor Turner. But I don't know if you realize how loved you are in this city. And I want you to just really sit with that. People call you our mayor for a reason. You're our mayor. And over those 7 federally declared disasters, the way that you've shown up, people in the streets that may not have even been registered to vote, you are their mayor. I have observed when you would come into community how people would be in awe that their mayor was in their neighborhood, walking their street. You have walked Piney Point when no other mayor even knew where that neighborhood was, and you walked each street, and those people were waiting outside for you, stopping in their cars because their mayor was in their neighborhood. So you're going to receive the thank yous, but I want you to sit with the love that the people of Houston will offer you and will offer you long after your term is over. And hopefully you really get to feel that because you are definitely loved and your fingerprints are on this city. I get the privilege of sharing in that and being able to witness that and being able to watch you lead in the midst of people challenging your integrity, people attempting to discolor your name. But in every situation, you would always rise. And I know sometimes I would get in that mic and be like, do it, say it, do it, because I like a little tussle. So I'm going to miss that. But thank you for allowing me to be your hype man to gas up. And anytime you're ready to tussle, we'll do that too. But I wish you well. To my colleagues that are leaving, it has been great. We could not have done any of this without you. My vice chair of 4 years, I'm going to miss, Robert Gallegos. I'm demanding the Public Works Department. I mean, I'm going to miss you and your team. There's probably a whole clip of Councilmember Kubash and I fighting over here and flipping his votes when he tags, right? I was good at that, and so definitely going to miss him. And then my colleague, Councilmember Knox, the way that we were able to rally around him after the death of his son as a council and as a city, I definitely will remember that because that was definitely one of the first traumatic events as a council we experienced. So I want to continue to pray for him and his wife and his family as they move into the next season of their life. But job well done. That good and faithful servant. And I'm really serious about the love because thank you sometimes can be routine and people say thank you casually, but love is something different. And so congratulations, Mayor Turner.
Thank you. Councilman Cohen.
Thank you, Mayor. And I positively love this job. I love this job because of the people around this horseshoe, the staff, everybody at City Hall Annex, everybody in the departments that I get to work with. It's just an incredible group of people. To the council members who are here, I'll talk to you. David Robinson, thank you for all your tutoring of me and mentoring of me. You've taught me so much, especially at TPC and at the TTI committee, and you are such a wealth of knowledge and have served your city so well, and I consider you a dear friend, and I'm really going to be sad without you sitting here. Councilmember Gallegos, Councilmember Thomas had it right, man. Your passion at this table is unmatched. You are absolutely all in for your constituents, and you are just a wonderful spokesman for the issues that they care about, that you care about. And I will miss your friendship. I will miss you standing at that coffee, at that water cooler, eating your breakfast every Wednesday. Really, really have loved our friendship, too. Since I've been at City Council, as a staff or longer, I've really made some great friendships. Of course, we'll miss the ones that won't hear, but we're all talking so much. Mayor, oh, my gosh. When you said you've gave it your best, you've given your best, I mean, it's so obvious that you've given your best. It has been a true honor to work with you. You are a complete rock star. If anybody's been anywhere in this town with this mayor, there is a crowd around him like you've never seen. And it's because I think you love this job. You positively love this job, and it shows. And you love people, and it shows. You came into office saying you did not want this to be a city of haves and have-nots. And you put your mind to it, and you put your initiatives to it, and the Complete Communities initiative that's carrying on is a great legacy of that.
Thank you.
The parks, the 50-50 park thing, you're transforming neighborhoods. I know I've talked about that before. So excited. I agree with Councilmember Thomas. When I got regulatory and neighborhood affairs, I thought I'd done something wrong too. But thank you. It's really been a great committee. This is a city of neighborhoods. So getting into their issues, noise and dogs and cats and trucks in the thing. I mean, it's been a wonderful, you saw something I didn't. And I thank you for that, because I really have been able to dig in and get some measures passed in that with your help. Thank you for your help on sidewalks. Thank you for your help on the funding of that. And how you started this meeting was speaking about the long-term fiscal health of this city. You'll go down forever as getting that pension thing done. I mean, that was all anybody talked about for years. And then the OPEB. These are not sexy topics, but you took them on, you made some changes, and you've really reduced our long-term liabilities, deferred maintenance of city facilities. All these things add up to that fund balance that you're talking about and that net position. And I thank you for your very wise stewardship of the city's finances. So with that, happy holidays, Merry Christmas. Oh, Councilmember Cisneros is still here. Oh, my gosh, how did I miss you? I was looking for those absent men. They're not here. Councilmember Cisneros, this is why you have Jordan Fraser as your chief of staff. She is not going to let anything slip through the cracks. What a joy it's been to work with you. And thank you so much for your conversation about the children and about education. And that's often not something that we deal with on the day-to-day basis, but you've made us deal with it. You've put it at the forefront, and it is truly the future of our city. So I am so grateful for your service. It's so great to see your family here, too. That was awesome, because we all know these families serve right along with us. So I love this job. I'm really thrilled I get to do it for 4 more years. Mayor, I wish I would have taken some more debate classes. I maybe could have got you on one vote. I never did. But you're an incredible leader, an incredible debater. It's hard to win a point against you. So thanks all. Happy Christmas.
Thank you. Councilmember Perry.
Thank you, Mayor. I think it's very fitting that I'm the last council member to speak at your last council meeting, since you are a District A constituent and since I'm your favorite council member. I do want to thank you for so many things that you've done in District A. Even before I became a council member, Newlands Road, that was huge, that flood mitigation project. Other flood mitigation projects, Inwood Forest, stormwater detention, and the recreational component. That's such a huge game changer in the entire Inwood area and affects thousands of people from flooding and businesses as well. The upcoming projects for Chateau Forest, also in the Inwood area, that is so needed. And then Sherwood Oaks as well, that will be upcoming soon. And then countless street reconstruction projects. Your street reconstruction program, where you've allocated lane miles to each council district, has just made it so that District A has had so many street reconstruction projects that were not even in the queue before. And of course, the biggest projects of street reconstruction for Antoine and Tanner Road that are upcoming. And then the complete reconstruction and revitalization of Aaron Leday Park and Langwood Park, the new playground at RL and Cora Johnson Park, and the library locker at the community center. That has really been a game changer for so many communities who have been wanting their park to be something that it has not been for years and years. And people are so excited about it. They're using the park. It's become just something really, a great amenity in all of those communities. The rehab of Fire Station 38 and the agreement to fund the new Northwest Police Station. Don't forget about that. And when I think about your time as mayor, these these are really the things that I'm always going to remember and think about. And what I really hope that you will think about is that you still have 12 more days left as mayor, and District A has more projects that you can fund in these 12 days. I had to say it. But thank you so much for your time as mayor. Thank you for your service. And to all the outgoing council members, thank you for your service too, and job well done. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you all so very much. And I do want to thank Marta. Marta's been right by my side for 8 years. So very detailed, very meticulous. So thank you. My friend over there. So thank you so very, very much. Pat, thank you. First it was Anna Russell, and then you stepped right in. So thank you. And then Arturo over there with City Legal. Thank you so very, very much. Marvelette has been right there as Chief of Staff for at least 7 of those 8 years. So thank you all. What an incredible journey. What an incredible journey. I'm not going to repeat everything, but thank you. You know, as I get ready to gavel out, I do wish the next administration all the best. John Whitmire will be sitting in this chair come January 2nd. And then the new members of City Council. And what you always want to see, you want to see the city continue to go forward. So you want to wish them much success, because when they do well, city does well. And if the city does well, we all benefit. And so I want to extend my very best to the people who will be coming in January. But what an incredible city this has been and is. So I go away with a lot of good memories, and and a lot of memories. Okay, so having said that, and then let me also say to the media as well, press, I know they love me.
They do.
I know they do. You know, they were told to do some of those stories, but they didn't want to do. You know, so I know they love them. But the reality is that it takes all of us working together. And what I can say, when you're facing the Tax Day flood and Hurricane Harvey, Tropical Storm Imelda, and COVID, the media was a vital part of that team to get the information out. That I do know, because we were in front having press conferences, sometimes 2 and 3 times a day. So even though you go through the tug, so to speak, it does take all of us in this city to make things happen. So what an incredible journey. Today, as I hit this gavel for the last time, you know, we shall stand adjourned for 2023. But I'll hit it knowing and hoping and praying that 2024 will be better than 2023. We stand adjourned.